Hi, this is Soulgazer. So today I got a review for new Curry model. As you can see, this is the SC304. They had this for kid size for a little while, but it took a while for the men's size to be released. And I didn't know what size to get, so I got two different sizes. Size 11, which is my usual size, and size 11 and a half, which I have to go up a size sometime because of the way that Under Armour makes their shoes. They tend to be a little bit narrow or have a little bit small toe box area space. So that's why I got both of them just in case, because I used the coupon. I got 20% off, so I just took advantage and just want to make sure that I get a discount. So I got two sizes, and whichever that is not going to fit well, I'm going to return them. So this is the box. 30, and this pattern is throughout the lid. Nothing at the base. Under Armour logo. And this is retailed at $90. And before I get into the review, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well as liking the video. Appreciate your support, and let's look at this sneaker. So this is the $90 sneaker. This is not the main line from the Under Armour's Curry line. This is like the cheaper version. And this one looks like the most basic shape out of all the 30 line. 30 line tends to have a weird shape, like a burrito wrap or some like cut off in the front and back, and it never looked normal. This one looks really normal, like not necessarily in a good way. It looks really plain. I think I mentioned in the previous video, but this part kind of reminds me of like a little bit of LeBron, and a little bit more on the chunkier side compared to some of the other models. Curry's line tend to be a little bit more sharper line around here, so a little bit less toe box space. It's a little bit more narrow and a little bit lower. But this is like a mid cut. I don't think this is considered a low cut. The heel part definitely feels a little bit higher. It's like in between low and mid, like halfway in between that. And the material they use is this leatherish fabric, very stiff. I think they're pretty durable, and it has perforation and mixed with this reinforcement section, and this part is a mesh. This is a mesh, but they are pretty stiff, so don't expect this part to be soft. They are very stiff. Could hear that. So they will support your feet pretty well. I wear this pretty loosely, and it doesn't really lock me down that much, but if I wanted to, I think it will lock down pretty well. So as far as technology go, it only has micro G, unlike the regular signature model that has the hover cushion as well as micro G. This one's a cheaper model, so they got rid of the hover cushion. As far as wearing, it feels okay. It's not the best, but it's a typical Under Armour shoes feel. And this is a basketball shoe, so you don't necessarily need that much cushion like Ultra Boost or React, made for different purpose. So that's another reason that they probably don't have that in here, any squishy cushion. But overall, it's a pretty plain sneaker. For men's size, this is the only color that's available right now. But for kids, there's the Warriors color, some bright color, and also this color. And let's look at this in a little detail. So here's the toe box. You can see the grain and the perforation. Double stitch right here around the toe box. So when this bends, if you go on your toe, it'll still bend right here. Back in the Curry 4, when this was one piece of fabric, it will crease the fabric right here, and it became very uncomfortable. So I'm glad they haven't done that method since Curry 4. So same fabric, like a leatherish fabric with perforation and the reinforcement area. And the Curry logo, it's a pretty sloppy print, or the paint job, but it's in white. The heel counter is pretty stiff. Have an extra piece right here, the triangular piece on both sides. There is a pull tab, but they are very short. It'll still get the job done, but kind of low. As you can see here, there's a lot of cushion here. You can see a lot of support on the back, and it curves out on the inside. So lock your heel right here. Inner side, pretty similar to the material on the other side. So the tongue, it's a normal tongue. It's separated like a regular shoes, like ordinary shoes. They are separated. And this is what I like about these shoes, because they're not connected like some of the other models. For people with narrow feet, you probably don't have this issue, but for people with fatter feet, that requires a little bit more space and stretch right here, having this unified section that's together, it makes it a little bit tough for us. It'll be a lot better if this part are separated, so we could stretch a little bit further out. So this does that, so it'll fit better on most people because it's more adjustable. As you can see, the lace goes inside, except for this part goes outwards and then go back in. Oh, and let's look at the lace tip. There's nothing here. There is nothing printed. And ICDAT SC30. I'm assuming this is I can do all things Stephen Curry 30. I think that's what it means. Under Armour logo here. And the heel or the inside, pretty simple, just Curry logo. So the midsection, micro G, pretty standard. And the outsole is in gum bottom. And it looks like something I have seen before. One of the past Curry models had this shape, as well as this one. Can't remember top of my head. I think this is Curry 7. Can't remember where this one came from. Maybe Curry 7 too. But it's a herringbone, big Under Armour logo in the middle, and Curry logo on by the toe side. And when you're walking, it does squeak quite a bit on a wooden floor, so it does bother me a little bit. And that's about it for the sneakers design. It is a budget model, so it doesn't have any fancy fabric or design to it. It's just a plain basketball shoes. If you didn't have this Curry logo here, I don't think anyone will buy. I feel like this 3-0 line tends to do this often, where they just bring in some random weird shape design and slap on his logo, thinking that someone like me will purchase it. And they succeeded because I did pick one up. So I wore this for about a day. Did about 6 miles walk, so no basketball because I don't play basketball, and it was decently comfortable. This part, the toe box area, it was a little stiff, but it was enough space. And for me, after trying two different sizes, I decided to go with size 11 and a half, so the bigger size. Just because of amount of space I get on half size bigger around the toe box was a lot better. 11 will fit me fine too, but I'd rather have that little extra wiggle space on my toe box area. So that's why I went with 11 and a half, but for normal people, I think it true to size is good. But if you are, and as far as the lockdown goes, they are pretty good. I didn't lace it too tightly on this model, so I couldn't really tell, but even lacing it lightly, it did lock me down quite a bit. If you're just walking, it might not be the best shoes because it doesn't have the best cushion on it, but it didn't hurt my feet that much as well. Only place that bothered me was these cushions and by the collars. So this part, it goes inward right here. So when I'm moving, my ankle gets caught right here and bothers me a little bit. Same thing goes with the heel. When I'm walking, it does have a weird position right now, so it does hurt me a little bit here too. But the pain came mostly when I'm walking up or down the hill. And when I'm walking on a flat ground, I didn't really feel that much. So just be careful if you are going up and down the hill a lot or going up and down the stairs often. As far as creasing on the toe box, they were pretty good. I wore for a day. I went on toes pretty often, but it did not crease at all. But eventually, this fabric will break out. It will crack, so don't overuse that section. So overall, this sneaker is alright. Design, it's alright. Color, yeah, I guess. Comfort level, so. Everything is like in the middle. So there's nothing that stands out that's bad, but there's also nothing that stands out that's better than some of the other models, except for maybe the tongue part that they're completely separated, like a traditional sneaker. That's probably the only thing that I really like about this sneaker. Other than that, it's alright. I'll probably wear this since I bought this already and start wearing them. I will wear them for a little while, but this is not something that you probably want to pick up in a retail price. This will definitely go to Ross or Marshalls in a little bit. So if you're not in a hurry, I'll definitely wait for that. And it should be around like $45, which is about 50% off of the regular price. I picked up around $75 with the 25 was a discount, so it's alright. But if I wasn't a Curry fan, I definitely wouldn't pick this up. You could definitely skip on it for a while to see if there's any other better colorway that comes out in the near future, or wait for it to come out at Ross. But I do have other sneaker review coming soon too, which is right there. So please look forward to that too. But let me know how you feel about this sneaker. If you think this is a good model or not. If you think this is a better design than some of the other 3.0 line, let me know that in the comment below too. But anyway, that's it for today. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well as liking the video. Appreciate your support and see you next time.